Good morning, students. Here I am going to tell you about the lesson The Enemy, which is written by Paul S. Buck. She is one of the greatest writers ever born in the field of English literature, who has really described about the things that happen here. She has written about the confusion of a doctor. This doctor is educated from Princeton University, America, whose father was so much ambitious of making the future of Japan so bright, and how he has to provide treatment to the American soldier who was already in the military of Japan. You will know about those characters that really happen, and here you will know about these characters. That is Dr. Sadao Hoki, his beautiful wife Hannah. They have two servants, you can say cook, caretaker, and the gardener. General Takima, very ruthless man who used to beat his wife, but he had led the country to victory in the war of Manchuria. Here, the American Tom, young boy, who is an enemy. Assassins. Who are the assassins? These are the men who really kill the man so mercilessly. Hannah's two young children. One is 2 years old and the other is younger than it. Really, she is a very beautiful, devoted wife to Dr. Sadao. I have tried to show you some of the pictures of the author Paul S. Buck from her young age to old age, how meticulously she has worked going around the world to understand the feelings and emotions of men and women and practical life that has been described here. Paul Sidon Stricker Buck was an American writer and novelist. As the daughter of missionaries, she has spent most of her life before 1934 in Xinjiang, China. Her novel, The Good Earth, was the best-selling fiction book in the United States in 1931 and 1932, and won the Pulitzer Prize in 1932. That made her win the Nobel Prize in Literature. This very woman was born on 26 June 1892, Hillsborough, West Virginia, United States. She died on 6 March 1973, Danby, Vermont, United States. Really, her life is full of such creations that you can understand. Here, it is the first book, Paul S. Buck, The Good Earth, that really made her win the prize. East Wind and West Wind, Sons, Pavilion of Women, 1946, A House Divided, What marvelous books she has written! She has written so many books. Dragon Seed, The Mother, Imperial Women, Peony, Fighting Angel. Really, these are the books that are published in different years that are given here. You will understand it. How did she fight? Nobel Prize in Literature, Pulitzer Prize for Fiction, children, Janice Wells and Carol Bach espoused Richard Walsh in 1935 and he could not live. John Lawson Buck, well, 1917 to 1935. Really, it is her story. Now you will understand how this very women had tried to make this very fiction to understand. Dr. Sadaf, who is a protagonist of this very story, suffers from lots of dilemmas. He thinks that what is his duty for his nation, what is his duty for his countrymen, how he should protect his wife and children, how he should just achieve the wonderful achievements going to America, what his father had expected. That he thinks. He, as a doctor, he thinks how he can save the life of a patient who is dying, and he had read that it is the first and foremost duty of a doctor to make the patient's life better and save his life from death if he can. Really, this man was a true nationalist as well as a true doctor. That you will understand. You will understand much better all these things, how he has tried to convey us these ideas, how he operates the patient, how he takes out the bullet with the help of his wife, who had never used or seen any kind of operation, but he did. She had to reach. There was risk. Gardiner knew how he could prevent. That was a question. That was a big question that he had to know. How beautiful islands are there, and his house was just beside the seashore, and he could see one day a man lying on the seashore. He was really unconscious, he was struggling to breathe, and he was motionless. In such a condition, how he could leave the man? It was evening. Everything was quiet. He could see that the beachcombers might have gone, the fishermen were not seen. Who that might be? Really, it was a question arising in his mind. Hannah was there. Hannah wanted to just love her husband, seeing the beach, but this interrupted. And this kind of interruption really made her think that something is more serious than the romanticism of life. And so, both of them come down to the seashore and find that it was quite essential to see who that person was. That person must be brought into the room, and both of them tried. Hannah and Sadao. I hope till now you might have understood what is the intention of this doctor and his wife, as well as his father had seen. Thank you, children. I will tell you something more in the next video. Thank you once again.